In the Ruins is a 2005 fantasy novel by Elliott, and it is a book 6 in the Crown of Stars series, which only has 7 books, so we're getting pretty close to the end now. Considering I started this years ago, though I did take a several-year break after reading the first book, it's been a minute. So I don't actually have a lot to say about the book at this point, but let's get into my thoughts. So Sanglant is king, essentially after the disaster / victory at the end of book 5. Sanglant is king. The Aoi are finally returning as well. A cataclysm affects the land. Much is left in ruins. But from an ancient spell that also brought lands to a completion again. So, but these ruins are what the title references, and they're new ruins, essentially. But a very big devastation has happened to a good chunk of the land. There is just some highlights real quick. Actually, there's a nice analog to Isidora of Seville's etymologies, which is cool. I don't know if most people will recognize it. I haven't mentioned it before, but also transferring the word God to be plural and denoting a male and female aspect is clever and reminds me, I've seen this before, right? It's a similar aspect actually in Barbara Hambly's Sun Wolf and Starhawk books, but the word was originally actually neuter, the word God, in modern English, but became masculine after the conversion of Christianity by the Anglo-Saxons, so just a nice comparison. We also have Leoth's arc, which I think continues nicely here. We have Hugh and Sanglant and Blessing. It's still very infuriating at times, but pleasant as well. Not infuriating in a sense of like, wow, something bad happened and nothing seems to come of this, right, in a satisfying manner. But that's not entirely the case here. We're definitely getting near the end of things here. Hugh and other righteous peoples, anyways, no, in the church, give the reader plenty to be infuriated with, right, because these church people are not righteous. So there are a lot in the book that are properly good religious people. But again, there's hopes of a final retribution. We'll see how that goes. We also have Elaine has returned after his trials. He is a favorite character still. He's very commendable. Very sad stuff going on there too. We actually don't get a ton of him, I feel like, in this book, but he is there. We also have Feathercloak, who is alien and leading the Ashoi. I guess there's aspects of that part of the novel, which, again, like pretty much the whole series almost has been going, or at least mostly since the Burning Stone, I guess, as like, the cusp of these elf-like beings coming back to the world, right? Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. And they're still coming pretty much in this book. They actually come in this book, but it's like well, the devastation from the spell causes a lot of ruins. Like, it's not like been a big meeting or anything like that, a big clash from their actual arrival in this book. All that being said, I think this book has an amazing start. I think it lags again a little bit in the middle to set even more up for what is going to be the climax of the series. This begins properly, I feel like, at the end of the book, though it's kind of slow-paced to the point of the end, right? It's really finalizing all the moves, kind of like the Knife of Dreams, the Gathering Storm, and Wheel of Time. The slower middle is over. Slower middle of the series, I should say, is over. Though there is, again, a slower middle in this book as it transitions. I do believe, actually, that I've heard that this book and the last book were written as one book. But the publisher said it was too long, which it kind of excuses all the maneuvering but little conclusion in this book. Actually, there's no climax for this book itself. It just kind of ends. And I think it's an appropriate place for it to end, but again, it just is not written like a climax would be for a book. So, and I don't know if Elliott had much she could do with that, or if she even had a chance to rework it as, something when like Kingdoms of Death, for example, and Ashes and Man were split. The author in that case, Christopher Rocchio, he kind of was able to rework some of the stuff to make them feel a bit more conclusive in their own right, which worked. So, anyways, a little different in this case, but I am very, very much looking forward to finishing The Crown of Stars soon, and getting into more Kate Elliott. Anyways, Liam from Williams Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.